Good morning, students. In our last video, we have studied exercise 6b till question number 3, in which we have studied about ratio. We have studied about for finding fourth proportional, third proportional. Now today we are going to learn about mean proportional. First, here we will understand that what is mean proportional. As we all know that for a quantity being in proportion, there should be four quantity A, B, C and D. These are the four quantities which can be in proportion, like A by B, it should be equal to C by D. The first two quantity of first ratio and the second two quantities of second ratio, and both the ratio should be equal. This is the format of proportion. Now here mean proportion, the middlemost element is called mean proportion. These two are called mean proportional, and the first and last are called extreme. The middlemost element is called mean and the first and the last is called extreme. Now in this question is saying 16 and 4, and we have to find mean proportional between these two. What we will do in the middle, it means the middle portion, the question is asking. For finding the mean proportion, there is a formula, that is B square is equal to AC. For calculating mean proportional, we will take A, B and C, these three ratio, where we will repeat B twice for making it mean proportional. Then it will become A by B is equal to B by C. By cross multiplying B into B, B square is equal to A into C, AC. Here this is the value of A, this is the value of B. Now we will calculate B square is equal to 16 into 4, putting the value 16 into 4. Next B square is equal to 16 4 ja 64. Next B square is equal to, we can write 64 as 8 square. Now square will be removed. B is equal to 8. Therefore mean proportional between 16 and 4 is 8. This will be your answer. Hope that this question is clear. Similarly, you have to solve the remaining question. One more I am going to solve it for you, that is question number 5. Question number 5 is 1 by 4 and 1 by 16. This is the value of A, this is the value of C. Now by the formula B square is equal to AC, then we will write B square is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 16. B square is equal to 1 by 16 4 ja 64. Again the same question is there. Here it was 64, here it is reciprocal. We can write 1 by 8 whole square. Now square will be removed. The value of B is equal to 1 by 8. Therefore mean proportional between 1 by 4 and 1 by 16 is 1 by 8. This will be your answer. Remaining three question you have to solve it by your own. Let us move to next question, question number 5. Our next question number 5 is saying if A ratio B is equal to 3 ratio 5, B ratio C is equal to 4 ratio 7, and question says find A ratio B ratio C. In this type of question, what we can see that B is common in both the ratio. Here A ratio B, B is there. Here again B ratio C, B is there. But both the terms are common, but the value of both the terms are not same. So for solving this type of question, we have to make the value of B same. Let us solve. A ratio B is equal to 3 ratio 5. It means that A by B is equal to 3 by 5 and B ratio C is equal to 4 ratio 7. Therefore B by C is equal to 4 by 7. Here what we can see, the value of B is 5. Here the value of B is 4. And our target should be to make the value of B same. How it is possible? We will multiply the value of this B to the above B and the value of this B to this B. Now we can write A by B is equal to 3 by 5. Here we will multiply the value of other b, that is 4, with numerator and denominator both. 3 4 ja 12, 5 4 ja 20. Now in b by c, the value of b by c is 4 by 7. Now what we will do, we will multiply the value of other b, that was 5. 5 by 5, 4 5 ja 20, 7 5 ja 35. Now what we can see, now the value of b is same. Then we can write a ratio b ratio c is equal to 12 ratio 20 ratio 35. This will be your answer. Similarly, 5 question number 2, only x, and in place of a and b, x and y is given, and in place of b and c, y and z is given. Same question. Question number 3 is also same. Question number 3 says m ratio n is given, n ratio s is given. Find m ratio s. For finding m ratio s, you have to find all the ratio. Let us solve question number 4. Question number 4 is saying p ratio q is given 1 by 2 ratio 1 by 3. Q ratio r is given 1 whole 1 by 2 and 1 whole 1 by 3. We have to find p ratio r. P ratio r means the first term and the last term. Q we have to remove. For solving this also, first we have to find p ratio q ratio r. We have to find this. Then after only we can write p ratio r. Now what is given? P by q is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. This 3 will come up. That means it will become 3 by 2. And for q ratio r, q by r is equal to 1 whole 1 by 2 divided by 1 whole 1 by 3. In the next step, 2 1 2 plus 1. It's 3 by 2 divided by, it's 3 1 3, 4 by 3. 3 3 9, 4 2 8. This is the ratio. P by q and q by r. Here we can see that the value of q in the first ratio is 2 and the value of q in the second ratio is 9. What we will do? We will exchange the value and multiply it. Now it will become p by q is equal to 3 by 2 into 9 by 9. 3 9 ja 27, 2 9 ja 18. Q by r is equal to 9 by 8 into 2 by 2. 9 2 ja 18 by 8 2 ja 16. Now the value of q becomes same. Next we will write p ratio q ratio r is equal to 27 ratio 18 ratio 16. And now question has asked us p ratio r. Therefore p ratio r is equal to 27 ratio 16. This will be your answer. Similarly, you have to solve the remaining all questions. Next we will see question number 6. Question number 6 is saying if x ratio y is equal to 5 ratio 4 and 2 ratio x is equal to 3 ratio 8, find value of y. It is given that x ratio y is equal to 5 ratio 4 and 2 ratio x is equal to 3 ratio 8, and we have to find the value of y. First what we will do, we will find the value of x from this ratio. It is given 2 by x is equal to 3 by 8. Here we will do cross multiplication. X into 3 is equal to 2 into 8. X is equal to 2 into 8 by 3. By multiplying it, we will get 2 8 just 16 by 3. This is the value of x. Now what we will do, we will put in the first value, that is x ratio y value is given. We will put the value of x in this ratio. We know that x ratio y is equal to 5 ratio 4. X, it means that x by y is equal to 5 by 4. In place of x we will write 16 by 3. Y is there, 3y is equal to 5 by 4. Next step we will do the cross multiplication. 3y into 5 is equal to 16 into 4. 3y is equal to 16 into 4 divided by 5. Now again this 3 will come this side. 16 into 4 by 5 into 3. In the next step, y is equal to 64 by 5 3 ja 15. This is the value of y and this will be your answer. Similarly, you have to solve question number 7 also, and question number 8 we will solve it now. Our last question, question number 8 is saying so that 2, 12 and 72 are in continued proportion. Here we can see that only 3 terms are given and we have to show that whether these three terms are in continued proportion or not. For the term continued proportion, as we have got only three terms, that is 2, 12 and 72, and for a number to be in proportion there should be four terms, and here we are only having three. What we will do? We will repeat the second term. We will repeat it. We will repeat the second term. What will be the new term? 2, 12, 12, 72. Like this. Now we are having four terms. Now we will put first two terms in ratio, then second two terms in other ratio. Now we will reduce these two fractions. 2 1 are 2, 2 6 are 12. 12 1 are 12, 12 6 are 72. We can see that on both sides, LHS and RHS, that means the ratio of first two term and the next two term are same. Therefore, 2, 12 and 72 are in continued proportion. This was the last question, and hope that this exercise is clear to you all. Now today you will get a homework link in which you have to upload your homework for both the exercise 6A and 6B. And in the next video we will start our next chapter.